What's up, Libra? Welcome to Spread Space. I'm ClairV, and here we have your little reading. Now, right away, I noticed the devil, and it's like he's giving these, like, eggs or something to this woman, and it turns into flowers, and then it's like this mermaid tail turns into an alligator, and then that turns into this like little flower, and then somebody is happy or somebody receives something. It's like, surprise. I see like a lot of transformations. It's like this plant goes from a plant to a horse to an alligator. It's like we're transforming from one thing to another thing completely different. It's like this King of Cups walking straight toward the King of Wands. We have both of these kings here. It's like we go from this water to this fire. But you do have the Six of Pentacles, which is like a give and take. I see somebody helping you. It's like you're catching somebody spilling the tea, and it's like you're catching every drop. It's like you're not missing a drop. Don't miss a drop. Maybe red shoes. Perhaps this is like a collaboration. It's like this big working together, and perhaps that's what these kings are. These kings could be people or situations, but it's almost like we're dealing with something that we're passionate about, an action that out of passion. And then the king, it's like acting on emotions, like we're fully embodied with all of our emotions. These kings settle in. It's like these two kings are the two probably other people in this. It's like this is you, the one person, and the two other people perhaps are these two kings. They don't have to be men. It can be a female. But it's like these three people are working together, and it's like this Knight of Pentacles is trying to put like, this is using you're like, we're not settling on our, oh my gosh, and look at here, guys, look, 1, 2, 3, the three kings. So perhaps that story, the three kings, the three wise men, will be helpful. You know, what did they do? They each brought a gift. It's like they each brought a gift, right? They brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now, gold spiritually signifies purity and purification into spiritual perfection. Gold is AU, also atomic number 79, if that means something to someone. And yeah, it also means wisdom, spiritual attainment, spiritual birth, spiritual transformation. And then frankincense also means wisdom, purification. They also used frankincense in religious rituals and stuff like that. Frankincense also resembles Christ's sacrifice, so perhaps we have to make a sacrifice to control because when I was doing this research, one of the main messages I received was that there was a desire for control. Now, like I always say, these are your messages, so use your intuition while deciphering these messages. But if it is not you who desires control, it is someone in your life, someone around you who desires control. Now, on to the third king, the myrrh, the king that brought the myrrh. Now, myrrh was used for guiding people who were dying to the afterlife, and it was also used for the living to protect them, for like spiritual protection while they went through their journey. Yeah, so myrrh was also used to break a hex. So perhaps with the frankincense used as protection, the gold as the wisdom, and this for control, there's a need to protect yourself here. Perhaps somebody is doing some kind of voodoo or some kind of bad magic. And these three kings, now this is the King of Swords. Now you see he has a bird's eye, so perhaps we need like a bird's eye view. This king is looking forward, like straight ahead. These other two kings are focused on the future, so perhaps it's like this king is focused on now, and these two kings are more future focused, you know, face towards the future. But this Knight of Pentacles is saying that we are to not rely on our resources. You know, we want to keep on building up. This Knight of Pentacles, this is the strongest horse out of all of the knights. Now, it is, like I always say, it's the slowest horse, but it's the strongest. So it's like, we are taking what, perhaps it is these three kings that are working on the projects. Perhaps you're one of these kings. And that's confirmation. Now, we have the Magician in reverse with the Ten of Wands and then the Devil. It's like this burden or this that we carry. Like, this is a lot. Tens are at the end. It's like we're coming to an end. We just traveled that long, all that mountain with all this thing, all these things. You know, we have help. You know, we have a helper here, another bull. Perhaps Taurus will be of help to you by looking at your birth chart or something about the way the planets are. Perhaps you are to also read that story. Maybe that story has a message in there for you. But all these three, it's like, let's turn over this card. Actually, I did Taurus and you on the same day. You are both ruled by Venus. Venus conjunct Jupiter. Let's see in what house. Perhaps that's what these three kings are. You know, that they knew that Jesus was born because of the star, you know, the Star of Bethlehem. So perhaps you can predict something in your life, something spectacular or something life-changing or like world-changing next to the Devil. Okay, so there's a disconnection with this whatever this Devil is giving you. Now, the Devil is nothing good. You know, this is all about control. You see, he has his hands out controlling this. It's almost like somebody has their hand in here, like controlling your, like, oh, like you see, again, with your head down, it's like sadness or something. Perhaps this is us up here, this Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, she's really angry. This queen is a real bitch. She uses this double-edged sword, like her words to hurt. And the Magician reverse is almost like the devil. It's like you're surrounded by lies or deception or some kind of control or some kind of demonic something or other. Perhaps we need to see a physician or professional help. We might be under the weather. I see red on your right hand, red on the right. Something about that, you know how Puerto Ricans put the bead of red on a red ribbon on the baby's wrist. You know I did that with my daughter when she was little, you know. Put the red on the wrist. It's for some kind of protection. This Two of Pentacles is like a disconnection. So perhaps this, whatever this devil is dealing, it creates a disconnection. Alright, so about these three kings. So, I did a little research. I found out that there's also a movie called Three Kings. It took place in the Gulf War settings. And at first, it was like these soldiers taking care of one another. And then, after reading it, it was like they were at war with each other, or like it was like a sneak attack or something sneaky, right? And with these three kings, there is it's called El Dia del Reyes, or the Three Wise Men, or Epiphany. It was 12 days after Christmas is when they celebrated the day Jesus was born, the day that these three kings gift Jesus, the day he was baptized into, you know, the day Jesus was born. The three kings came to gift Jesus these three things. So perhaps these things are very important for you at this time, especially since we are going through, you know, we're going through this great transition. We do have this Four of Pentacles here. Perhaps we are holding on to something, and this Queen of Swords is saying to, like, you know, let it go. Perhaps we do have to scream it out, cry it out, something like that, talk about it, because we're at, like, we're somebody is trying, there's something that we have to know, there's something that we must know, and that's why we're going through this, so that way we can learn this and be more wise. All of these talked about wisdom and purity. Perhaps we have to use discernment at this time and know, like, don't do things that go against what that would cause it, like a disconnection of some sort. But there's a great, and this is what we were talking about in the beginning, this change, how she goes from this to this alligator, you know, with her eyes always looking up, you know, waiting for her prey, to this, you know, getting help filling up your cup. And just perhaps we do have to hold on or save money, something of that nature. And perhaps that's what that Knight of Pentacles is saying. Don't rely on our resources. Yeah, here's the Chariot. Perhaps something with our car, cancer. I just posted a short about the car problem, so maybe that has something to do with it. Your tires or your wheels, or the way the wheels turn. And the Two of Swords. So yeah, we have to use this discernment and wisdom well. And definitely our intuition when making this decision or this choice or going through this transition. And yeah, the world. If the world's in your hands. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you, and I love you. Mwah.